Many are called, but few are selected. If you've come across this video, know that it's not by chance. There are no coincidences when it comes to those chosen. You've been guided here, attracted to this message because deep down you recognize that you are different. You've always felt it, haven't you? That unmistakable sense of responsibility, the burden you bear that others seem unaware of. It's as though you were entrusted with a mission long before you even realized it. Although you may not have fully comprehended your purpose at times, you've always had a sense that you are destined for something greater, something beyond the ordinary. This message isn't for everyone. In fact, it's specifically meant for the chosen ones, those rare souls with a divine mission to fulfill on this earth. If you don't identify as one of the chosen, you may not resonate with the truths I'm about to share, and you might feel inclined to click away. However, if you are among the chosen, you'll recognize it by how your spirit responds to these words. This message is for you. These words will serve as keys, unlocking doors that were meant for you. Doors that hold the wisdom, power, and protection you need to continue your sacred mission. Stay with me until the end, as what I'm about to reveal could change the trajectory of your spiritual journey. Here are 10 divine secrets that will aid you in safeguarding your spirit and walking your path with strength, wisdom, and divine protection. You must not overlook these truths. Your mission is too crucial, and the challenges you face are too great to confront without preparation. The chosen ones are set apart for a reason, and this is your time to receive the guidance you've been seeking. Are you ready to unlock these divine secrets and fully embrace your calling? If you feel the power in these words and your spirit resonates with this message, I invite you to join me on this journey. Comment Amen or 77 below as a sign of your agreement and a declaration that you are ready to receive what is meant for you. Now let's begin. For those chosen, there are certain things that you should keep to yourself. You may already feel this instinctively. People around you may sense that you are different. Some are drawn to your light while others may feel threatened by it. Not everyone has your best interest at heart, and not everyone can understand the path you walk. This is why the first lesson we must discuss is the significance of keeping certain things private, not out of deceit but out of discernment. Knowing what to share and with whom is essential for your protection, both spiritually and emotionally. Some truths, insights, and vulnerabilities are meant solely for you or perhaps for a select few. Why, you ask? Because not everyone will comprehend your experiences. Some will ridicule, others will doubt. And unfortunately, there are those who might use your own words and revelations against you. Chosen ones are often misunderstood, and within this misunderstanding lies danger. Jesus himself said, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces." Matthew 7:6. As a chosen one, you carry precious wisdom, gifts, and a spiritual anointing that not everyone is ready to receive or respect. It is crucial to protect these. You aren't meant to disclose every detail of your journey or your spiritual insights to those who do not share your wavelength. You must exercise discernment in every interaction. Secret 1. Safeguard your spiritual insights. Your spiritual revelations are sacred. Not every insight you receive is meant for open discussion, especially not with those who are spiritually unaware. As a chosen one, you will receive wisdom that may confuse others or even prompt laughter. This isn't because you are wrong. Rather, it's because they aren't yet prepared to grasp what has been revealed to you. Consider the prophets of history. They often spoke in parables or kept certain revelations hidden until the appropriate time. Why? Because they understood the gravity of their insights. Sharing divine revelations prematurely, or with the wrong audience, could lead to mockery, persecution, or even spiritual attacks. You need to treasure your spiritual insights. They are not casual topics for discussion or to satisfy someone else's curiosity. These revelations are gifts from the divine, meant to guide and strengthen you on your journey. If shared carelessly, these precious truths can be devalued in the eyes of others. Let me be clear. This doesn't imply you should never share your insights. There will be times when the Spirit will prompt you to speak, and you'll sense the right moment to do so. However, until that moment comes, it's essential to protect your insights carefully. Trust your intuition. The divine has bestowed this wisdom upon you for a reason, and part of that purpose is to safeguard it until the appropriate time and place for revelation. If you've ever felt misunderstood after sharing something deeply spiritual, this is why. The world isn't ready for all that you know. The journey of the chosen is challenging, partly because you carry knowledge that many aren't yet prepared to comprehend. But that's perfectly fine. You're not here to convince everyone. Your purpose is to fulfill your mission, which includes understanding when to remain silent. Secret 2. Conceal your vulnerabilities. The second principle for chosen ones is to keep your vulnerabilities private. Even those chosen can have weaknesses. While you may be divinely guided, you are still human and susceptible to moments of doubt, fear, and fatigue. These vulnerabilities shouldn't be exposed to everyone. Not everyone will show you compassion. In fact, some might exploit your moments of weakness to attack you spiritually or emotionally. We inhabit a world where energy acts as currency. When you reveal your vulnerabilities to the wrong people, you risk being drained. Spiritual parasites are attracted to the light of chosen ones, not out of admiration, but in an attempt to extinguish that light. You must be discerning about whom you trust with your innermost feelings. Many will appear supportive to your face while undermining you behind your back. If they become aware of your weaknesses, they may exploit them. This doesn't mean you should hide your humanity completely. We all need moments of connection and trusted individuals who can see us at our most vulnerable, while still offering love and support. However, those individuals are rare. They are not found in the majority, but are identified through prayer, divine guidance, and discernment. Consider Jesus in his final hours. He didn't reveal his fears and anguish to the crowd. Instead, he brought only his closest disciples to the Garden of Gethsemane, understanding the need for privacy in vulnerable times. Learn from this. Share your struggles only with those who have demonstrated their worthiness, and keep your inner circle protected from those who might use your pain for their own benefit. Secret 3. Protect your energy as if it were a sacred flame. Now let's discuss your energy. Have you noticed how people seem magnetically drawn to you, sensing there's something unique about you? As a chosen one, your energy radiates in a way that others may not fully understand, yet they can feel it. This is both a blessing and a burden. Your energy serves as your spiritual currency, fueling your divine mission. However, there are those, people and even spiritual entities, who will try to deplete this energy. These individuals always seem to require something from you while offering nothing in return. They come with their problems, negativity, and drama, draining your spiritual reserves instead of seeking their own light. If you feel exhausted after certain interactions, it's not just your imagination. It's your spirit indicating that your energy is being drained by someone who doesn't have your best interests at heart. Remember, you are not obligated to pour your energy into everyone. Yes, you are called to serve, but you must also be discerning. Not everyone who seeks your energy is worthy of it. Some only want to take and leave you feeling empty. Thus, safeguarding your energy is crucial for a chosen one. Without it, you risk becoming depleted, weakened, and unable to fulfill your mission. You've been chosen to learn how to safeguard your energy. First, recognize when you're feeling drained. Pay close attention to your body, emotions, and spirit. If you experience that heavy, exhausted feeling after being with someone, that's a signal. The divine has granted you the gift of intuition for a reason. Trust it. If someone consistently leaves you feeling worse than before, they aren't aiding your spiritual development, and it's essential to distance yourself from them. Second, practice the art of saying no. As a chosen one, you often feel a natural inclination to help, heal, and guide others. That's part of your essence. However, even healers require rest. You cannot give from an empty vessel. Saying no doesn't signify selfishness. It reflects wisdom. It establishes boundaries that protect your energy, allowing you to reserve it for those who genuinely need and appreciate it, as well as for your own spiritual journey. Third, be discerning about who you allow into your inner circle. Not everyone deserves access to your presence and energy. Those closest to you should be individuals who uplift, energize, and comprehend the sacred nature of your spiritual path. Surround yourself with people who enhance your growth rather than those who deplete your energy for their own purposes. Remember that even Jesus was selective about whom he spent his time with. He didn't fully give himself to everyone. He had his disciples and a close circle with varying levels of intimacy and trust. Learn from this example and be wise about who you permit into your spiritual and emotional space. Secret 4. Honor your presence. Now let's delve deeper, beyond your energy, to your very presence. The essence of who you are is sacred. This goes beyond the energy you project. It includes the space you occupy in this world. Your presence carries significance and divine purpose, and as a chosen one, it's crucial to recognize that power. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift, or perhaps spoken a few words and suddenly drawn everyone's attention? That's because your presence is magnetic. Whether you realize it or not, you possess an aura that impacts the spaces you enter. This isn't a coincidence, it's part of your calling. However, with a strong presence comes great responsibility. Not everyone is worthy of sharing that space with you. This may sound harsh, but it's the truth. As a chosen one, you've been set apart for a greater purpose, and not everyone can manage that. Some may feel intimidated by your presence, some may harbor envy, and others may try to diminish your light because it threatens their own sense of self. Therefore, it's vital to be intentional about the spaces you enter and the people you allow to share in your presence. To protect your presence, first, be mindful of the environments you choose. Certain locations harbor negative energy, and as a chosen one, you're likely more sensitive to these energies than most. Entering a space filled with hostility, jealousy, or spiritual darkness can deeply affect you. While your presence may transform the atmosphere, it can also be targeted by the energies present there. Safeguard yourself by discerning where you go and with whom you spend your time. Second, recognize that your presence is a precious gift. Not everyone is entitled to bask in it. This isn't about being arrogant. It's about safeguarding the sanctity of who you are. You wouldn't toss a priceless gem into the dirt, so why would you subject your sacred presence to environments or relationships that dull your shine? Choose carefully. You're not here to be everyone's friend, confidant, or guide. Your mission holds too much significance for that. Third, embrace the power of solitude. As a chosen one, there will be times when you need to step back from the world to recharge, reconnect with the divine, and protect your presence from becoming overexposed. Solitude is not the same as loneliness. It's a vital form of spiritual preservation. By withdrawing, you allow your spirit to renew itself, gain fresh insights, and prepare for the journey ahead. Don't hesitate to take time for yourself. It's essential. Consider how frequently Jesus withdrew from the crowds to spend time alone in prayer. He understood the necessity of solitude for maintaining his spiritual strength and connection to the Father. If he needed such moments, how much more do we? Your presence is powerful, but it also requires protection and renewal. Solitude is the key to that renewal. Secret 5. The power of silence. As a chosen one, silence is one of your greatest allies in a world filled with noise, where everyone seeks to be heard. There is immense strength in choosing not to speak. This doesn't mean you should live in constant secrecy or avoid expressing your truth. Rather, it's about knowing when to voice your thoughts and when to remain quiet. The great spiritual masters of the past often spoke very little for a reason. Silence carries a unique energy, a divine energy. In silence, you can communicate with the spiritual realm in ways that words cannot. Reflect on how often you've regretted things you said in haste or frustration. Words are powerful. They create, they destroy, and once spoken, they cannot be retracted. Silence, however, provides a space for reflection, contemplation, and gathering strength. When you choose to remain silent, especially when others expect a reaction, you take control of your own energy. In silence, you gain wisdom. You learn to observe, discern, and comprehend the deeper significance behind situations that might otherwise provoke an emotional response. As a chosen one, there will be moments when people provoke, question, or challenge your spiritual path. In these instances, silence can be your strongest shield. By refraining from reacting to negativity or attempts to incite conflict, you conserve your energy and maintain your peace. Not every battle is yours to engage in, and sometimes the most prudent course is to say nothing at all. Consider how Jesus remained silent before his accusers, even when questioned and mocked. He opted for silence over defense because he recognized that his mission and truth did not require validation from the world. He was secure in his identity and purpose. As a chosen one, you must adopt the same mindset. You don't owe justification to those who don't comprehend your path. Allow them to speak and question, but respond with silence. In doing so, you maintain control over your own spiritual energy. Let's clarify that there will be times when you'll be called to speak, when the Spirit prompts you to share your wisdom or defend a righteous cause. When that happens, do so without hesitation. However, it's crucial to distinguish between a divine call to speak and an emotional reaction. How can you tell when to speak and when to remain silent? The answer lies in discernment. Before responding to an emotionally charged situation, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will my words bring light, or will they contribute to darkness? Will my response serve my mission, or is it merely a reaction to someone else's ignorance or negativity? More often than not, silence is the more potent response. In silence, you uphold your dignity, energy, and focus, denying the opposition any power over you. Most importantly, you create space for divine wisdom to guide your next steps. Secret 6. The art of discretion. Discretion goes hand in hand with silence, but it functions on a different level. It's about knowing what to share and what to keep to yourself. As a chosen one, certain aspects of your life's spiritual journey and mission must remain private. This isn't about living in fear or secrecy. It's about recognizing that not everything should be disclosed. In a world obsessed with oversharing and constant communication, discretion becomes a vital skill. The desire for recognition can drive many to share every aspect of their lives publicly. However, for those chosen for a special path, this can be perilous. Your spiritual journey is sacred and not everyone is meant to witness it. This is where discretion becomes crucial. Discretion acts as a shield against unnecessary spiritual attacks. By revealing too much about your life, your goals, challenges, and triumphs, you risk opening doors for others to meddle in your journey. Some may act out of jealousy, others from ill intent, and some might not even realize the harm they inflict. Think of your spiritual path as a fragile plant that needs time to take root and grow strong before it can endure the storms. If you expose it too early, it becomes vulnerable to the elements and to those who may inadvertently harm it. Your journey is no different. Until you are firmly established in your mission, it's important to be selective about what you share and with whom. This doesn't mean you should never share your experiences. There will be moments when telling your story can uplift others. At times, the Spirit may urge you to disclose certain parts of your journey, but these moments should be guided by divine wisdom rather than a craving for attention or approval. Discretion is especially vital regarding your spiritual growth. As you progress, you'll have revelations, breakthroughs, and moments of divine clarity. These are precious gifts meant to bolster you along your path. However, not everyone is prepared to hear or comprehend what you've received. Sharing these insights too soon can lead to misunderstanding, ridicule, or even spiritual attack. The adversary, both in physical and spiritual realms, feeds on information. The more they know about your journey, weaknesses, and intentions, the easier it becomes for them to hinder your progress. This is why discretion is indispensable. Keep your spiritual advancement private until it's time for it to be unveiled. Move quietly and let your achievements and spiritual strength speak for themselves when the moment is right. Discretion also extends to your relationships. As someone chosen for a special purpose, you will form bonds with others on similar spiritual journeys, and these relationships will be crucial for your growth. However, not every connection should be in the public eye. Some relationships should remain private and sacred because they are divinely orchestrated for a specific reason. This is particularly true for romantic relationships. As a chosen one, you might attract individuals drawn to your light but who are not necessarily aligned with your mission. Be discerning about who you permit into your inner circle and who you confide in. Maintaining discretion in your relationships helps safeguard the sanctity of your connections from outside interference and negativity. Lastly, let's discuss the strength of moving in silence. This means making decisions, working on projects, and progressing in your spiritual journey without announcing every move. There is great power in silence. It allows you to build without distractions or unwarranted scrutiny. When you operate in silence, you create a space to grow without the burden of external opinions or expectations, enabling you to focus entirely on your mission and connection to the divine. When the time comes to unveil the fruits of your labor, the impact will be profound. For chosen ones, silence and discretion serve as your spiritual armor in a world that thrives on noise and oversharing. You must tread a different path, choosing your words thoughtfully, safeguarding your spiritual progress, and being discerning about whom you let into your inner circle. Remember, not everything is meant to be shared. and not every conflict warrants a reaction. By embracing the power of silence and discretion, you protect your energy, your presence, and your divine mission. Secret 7. Master your emotions. Emotions are an inherent part of the human experience. As a chosen one, you will encounter a wide range of emotions: joy, sorrow, anger, love, frustration. But your journey requires a different approach. You cannot allow your emotions to dictate your actions. To fulfill your mission effectively, you must learn to master them. The key to mastering your emotions lies not in suppressing them, but in understanding them. You need to understand the origins of your emotions, the reasons they arise, and how to direct them in ways that align with your goals instead of hindering them. This task is challenging, but it is essential. So why is emotional mastery so crucial? As someone chosen for a higher purpose, you are a spiritual warrior. Like any warrior, you must stay calm and focused even amidst turmoil. When emotions take control, you lose command. Your judgment becomes obscured, and your ability to make sound decisions declines. The adversary, whether spiritual or physical, thrives on disorder. If you are governed by your emotions, you become susceptible to manipulation, distractions, and potential defeat. Consider the story of Moses. Even after guiding his people out of Egypt, he struggled with his emotions. In a moment of frustration, he struck the rock instead of speaking to it as God had commanded. This impulsive action cost him entry into the Promised Land. Numbers 27:2. This illustrates that even the most divinely appointed leaders can succumb to their emotions if they fail to master them. The journey to mastering your emotions begins with self-awareness. You must become attuned to your internal landscape. When feelings of anger rise, sadness floods in, or anxiety creeps up, pause and reflect. Why am I feeling this? What is the source of this emotion? Emotions are often linked to deeper issues, such as fears, unresolved trauma, or unmet expectations. Recognizing the underlying cause allows you to address it rather than simply reacting to the surface emotion. Next, practice emotional regulation, which involves managing your emotions in a healthy and constructive way. It's about responding thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. When a strong emotion arises, resist the urge to act immediately. Take a moment to breathe, ground yourself, and consider the most prudent course of action. This brief pause can prevent you from making regrettable decisions later on. Remember, mastering your emotions doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing them. In fact, doing so can be harmful. Suppressed emotions don't vanish. They fester and eventually explode. Instead, acknowledge your feelings without allowing them to dictate your behavior. You are in control of your emotions. They should not control you. Your emotions can also serve as powerful tools when channeled appropriately. For instance, righteous anger can inspire positive change. Anger over injustice can drive action that fosters spiritual or social transformation. Similarly, sorrow can cultivate compassion, motivating you to help uplift others who are suffering. The key is to utilize your emotions as instruments rather than letting them master you. When experiencing a strong emotion, ask how you can transform it into something constructive. Can your frustration motivate you to persist? Can your sadness enhance your empathy for others? Can your joy be harnessed to uplift those around you? By channeling your emotions into spiritual power, you maintain control over your journey and stay aligned with your divine mission. Secret 8. Maintaining balance in all things. Balance is the foundation of a chosen one's life. Without it, even the mightiest spiritual warrior can falter. Balance keeps you grounded, allowing you to navigate the delicate intersection between the spiritual and physical realms without losing yourself in either. However, achieving balance in today's chaotic environment is challenging. You are constantly pulled in various directions: work, relationships, responsibilities, and of course your spiritual journey. If you're not careful, you can become overwhelmed, burned out, or disconnected from your higher purpose. First, prioritize your spiritual life. As a chosen individual, your spiritual connection serves as the foundation for all your actions. Without it, you risk losing your sense of direction and purpose. Regardless of how hectic life becomes, dedicate time each day to spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, reflection, or simply sitting quietly. This daily engagement with the divine will ground you, providing the clarity and strength needed to face life's challenges. Second, practice self-care. Remember, you cannot give to others if your own well is dry. Your physical, mental, and emotional health are just as vital as your spiritual well-being. Nourish your body with healthy food, adequate rest, and exercise. Protect your mind by setting boundaries, avoiding toxic situations, and participating in activities that bring you joy and peace. Achieving balance means nurturing the entire self, not solely focusing on the spiritual side. Third, learn to say no. As a chosen one, others will naturally seek your guidance, light, and energy. While part of your mission is to help and uplift, it's essential to safeguard yourself from becoming overwhelmed. You are not accountable for everyone's healing, nor can you resolve all their issues. It's crucial to discern when to step in and when to withdraw. Saying no isn't an act of selfishness. Rather, it's a necessity for maintaining balance. Fourth, cultivate a balanced mindset. Steer clear of extremes in emotions, behaviors, or beliefs. Extremes can lead to instability. Stay grounded and seek wisdom from both spiritual and practical sources. Remember, you exist in both spiritual and physical realms, and neglecting one for the other will lead to imbalance. This balance is particularly crucial in your relationships. Surround yourself with those who support your growth and comprehend the significance of your mission, while also bringing positivity into your life. At the same time, distance yourself from individuals who drain your energy or distract you from your higher purpose. However, balance doesn't imply severing ties with those in need. It's about knowing how much to give and when to step back for your own rejuvenation. You're not meant to be a martyr for others' problems, but rather a guiding light. Lastly, balance your time between solitude and connection. Solitude is essential for spiritual renewal. In these quiet moments, you receive guidance, strength, and clarity from the divine. Equally important is your connection with others. As a chosen one, your role involves guiding, inspiring, and uplifting those around you, which necessitates interaction. The key is to establish a rhythm that suits you. Spend sufficient time alone to recharge, but don't completely isolate yourself from the world. Your mission requires engagement with others. By balancing solitude with meaningful relationships, you'll find your spiritual power strengthens with each interaction. Mastering your emotions and achieving balance aren't merely personal aspirations. They are crucial for your spiritual survival and growth. Emotional mastery keeps you focused and in control, while balance ensures you remain grounded and aligned with your mission. Remember, you are walking a sacred path, and every step demands awareness, discipline, and grace. By mastering your emotions and leading a balanced life, you empower yourself to navigate the world with strength, wisdom, and divine purpose. Secret 9. Safeguard your spirit from negative energies and attacks. As a chosen one, you possess a heightened spiritual sensitivity. You can sense the subtle energies surrounding you, including the vibrations of people, places, and situations. While this sensitivity is a gift, it also makes you more vulnerable to negative energies and spiritual attacks, whether they originate from individuals or environments. Unseen forces and spiritual protection. Unseen forces are indeed real and can manifest as emotional fatigue, confusion, doubt, fear, or even physical ailments. This is why spiritual protection is essential for your well-being and your ability to fulfill your mission. How to safeguard your spirit. First, foster a strong connection to the divine. Your relationship with the Creator or God serves as your primary source of protection. When you are aligned with the divine, you gain guidance, clarity, and a protective shield that acts like a fortress around your spirit, guarding you against negativity and darkness that may wish to harm you. To maintain this vital connection, engage in daily spiritual practices. Prayer, meditation, and reading sacred texts are crucial. These activities keep you in harmony with the divine, anchoring you in love, light, and wisdom. When you are spiritually grounded, external forces have less influence over you. Second, utilize spiritual tools to boost your protection. These tools may include prayers, affirmations, crystals, protective symbols, or even simply invoking divine assistance. One of the most powerful protective prayers is the Lord's Prayer, which serves as a shield against evil, particularly the line, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil." Matthew 6:13. When you feel attacked, Whether spiritually or emotionally, speak protective words over yourself. Declare that you are surrounded by light and that no weapon formed against you will succeed. Third, cleanse your energy regularly. Just as your physical body needs cleansing, your spirit does as well. Negative energies can cling to you from your environment, toxic individuals, or stressful situations. Spiritual cleansing methods such as smudging with sage, bathing in salt water, or visualizing white light enveloping you help release these negative energies and restore your spiritual purity. Not every challenge you encounter is a spiritual attack, but as a chosen individual, you should remain vigilant for the signs. Spiritual attacks often show up as intense feelings of fear, doubt, or confusion. You might feel disconnected from your purpose or the divine, and things that usually inspire you may suddenly lose their meaning. Unusual conflicts in relationships, a sense of heaviness, or recurring negative thoughts can also be indicators. When you notice these signs, don't panic. Understand that this is an attempt to divert you from your path. In such moments, spiritual protection becomes even more critical. Pray for guidance, seek divine assistance, and envelop yourself in protective energy. Resist the temptation to succumb to fear, as it is a powerful weapon of the enemy. Instead, stand firm in your faith and connection to the divine. Secret 10. Cultivate an unshakable connection to the divine. This final secret is the cornerstone of all the others. Without a steadfast connection to the divine, none of the other strategies will be effective. This connection serves as your lifeline, the source of your wisdom, protection, and power as a chosen individual. How to strengthen your connection to the divine? First and foremost, set aside time for daily communion with the divine, whether you refer to it as prayer, meditation, or reflection. This time is sacred. It's when you align yourself with the higher forces guiding your life and receive the messages, insights, and directions that will aid you in fulfilling your mission. Many chosen ones fall into the trap of busyness. The pressures of work, relationships, and responsibilities can distract you from your spiritual practices. Neglecting your bond with the divine is the most perilous thing you can do. When you disconnect, you become susceptible to the chaos surrounding you, lose sight of your purpose, and diminish your spiritual protection. Even Jesus, during his ministry, often withdrew to quiet places for prayer. Luke 5:16. He understood that his strength originated from his connection with the Father. If Jesus needed that time to recharge, how much more do we? As a chosen individual, prioritizing this connection should be your utmost concern. Another crucial aspect of strengthening your connection to the divine is learning to listen. Often, we treat prayer or meditation as a one-sided dialogue. We speak and request guidance but forget to listen. The divine communicates with us constantly through our intuition, signs, and life circumstances. However, we must be attuned to hear it. Spiritual listening demands stillness and the ability to quiet both the external noise of the world and the internal chatter of our minds. When you learn to listen, you will find that the answers you seek are often already within you. The divine speaks through your intuition and that quiet inner voice that nudges you in the right direction, but you must be open to it. Lastly, maintaining a strong connection to the divine involves surrender. This does not imply giving up or being passive. Rather, it means trusting that the divine has a plan for your life that serves your highest good. As a chosen one, your path may not always be understandable to those around you, and at times, it may not even make sense to you. But trust that every challenge and lesson is part of your spiritual journey and mission. Surrendering means relinquishing the need to control everything and letting go of your fears, doubts, and anxieties to the divine. When you do this, you open yourself to divine guidance and miracles, realizing that everything is aligning for your benefit, even when it seems to be falling apart. This isn't blind faith, it's spiritual wisdom, an understanding that the Creator's plan far surpasses anything we can conceive. By surrendering to that plan, you align yourself with divine timing, wisdom, and power. Faith is the cornerstone of your connection to the divine. It sustains you during unclear paths, overwhelming challenges, and times when the world feels heavy. Faith reassures you that you are not alone, that you are divinely protected, and that your mission is guided by forces greater than yourself. As a chosen one, your faith will be tested. There will be moments when you feel abandoned, when you question your purpose, and when the burden of the world seems unbearable. But remember, the divine never forsakes those who are chosen. You are always being guided, even if the way forward is invisible. Faith isn't the absence of doubt. It's the decision to forge ahead in spite of it. It's the inner conviction that no matter what occurs, you are on the right track. By nurturing your faith, you reinforce your connection to the divine, which will carry you through any storm. Chosen ones, your journey is imbued with divine purpose, but also fraught with challenges. Spiritual protection and a robust connection to the divine are your greatest defenses, providing a foundation for walking your path with confidence, wisdom, and strength. Never underestimate your connection to the divine. It is the source of your power, guidance, and protection. Keep your spirit aligned, guard your heart, and trust that every step you take is divinely orchestrated. With these insights, you are now equipped to walk the chosen path with courage and spiritual authority. You are not alone. Greater forces are guiding your steps. Trust in that, and recognize that your purpose is far beyond what you can currently envision. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey. Stay protected, stay connected, and above all, remain faithful. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to never miss an update. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Type Amen or 77, and let's continue to cultivate a community of like-minded individuals devoted to spiritual growth and personal development. Stay blessed and keep shining your light. Until next time, thank you for being a part of this journey. I am grateful to God. God bless you.